Welcome to Stump the Idiot. I am the King Idiot, Dave Coco from Kocosports.com or KOCOsports.net. It takes you to the same places where the world comes to kick ass, your home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. This is a special Stump the Idiot. If you go to our website, Kocosports.net, and buy your shirt, send in a pic like this handsome gentleman, Joshua Green. Ladies, is there anything sexier than a man holding up an Internet Infantry Kocosports.com t-shirt? I don't think so. But if you go to Kocosports.net or Kocosports.com, it takes you to the same place, World of Combat Sport, blah, 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 blah. And you buy an Internet Infantry shirt, take a picture, send it in. We will do a Stump the Idiot with all your questions. I was super sick today. I should have done this way earlier, but, you know what? I'm gonna troop through this. I'm gonna do it. It's been like 5 to 10 days. I was supposed to do this show, so I'm gonna rock it right now. All right, bam, bam, bam. Joshua Green, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for supporting this site and buying a shirt. If you would like your own Internet Infantry shirt, go to Kocosports.net. All right, boom, 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 ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. All right, let's see the questions that Josh asked. Boom. All right, first question. Why did you decide to leave the U.S. and relocate to Tokyo? Oh, man, there's a lot of different reasons for that. All right. One, I got stationed in Okinawa and Mount Fuji when I was in the Marine Corps and met my wife at a really young age. I've been married a really long time. There's a good chance that I've been married longer than most people on YouTube have been alive. But yeah, so I met her there. We bought a place real early, and we traveled around the world and stuff. And yeah, it's just there's a bunch of different reasons, from convenience to the crazy. One, my mother-in-law, her mother is sick, and we're taking care of her. Two, I got sick and I kind of have memory problems, but if I live in a language where no one else speaks English, maybe it won't be as noticeable. Also, it's really safe. The crime is crazy low. Like, I have a teenage daughter. She doesn't know what drugs are. The other day, we were watching a movie and someone dropped the N-word. She didn't know what the N-word was. It just, I don't know, kids, knock on wood, it's a lot safer. Like, my daughter goes on a train by herself. My son goes on a train. So it's just really safe, really clean city, and it's enjoyable. And the doctors are amazing. If I didn't move to Tokyo, I'd probably be dead. I can't put that over enough. I don't want to sound like Brock Lesnar, but yeah, if I didn't move to Tokyo, I'd definitely be dead, just from doctors. And it's really peaceful. Will I always stay in Tokyo? I'll probably move out in the country. It's a young man's city, and I work from home, so what's the point? So eventually I'll probably move outside Tokyo. Those are the normal answers that you go. But another answer is I just don't want to live in America anymore. I fought for them. I believed in them. I was very patriotic at one time. I always said as a kid, if you don't like the country, leave. And I don't fucking like the country, so I left. A lot of veterans leave the country afterwards just because, I don't know how bad it is in America, but I'm just one of those guys that I just don't want to be fucking angry. I just leave me alone on my little island, and good luck, doing whatever you're doing, America. I consider America like an ex-wife that I'm still kind of friends with, where like, I'll always talk shit. Like, I can't fucking believe America. Can you fucking believe it? Supersized Burger King. But like, if anyone else talks about America, I'm like, whoa, you Aussie UK fuck. Where you going with this, huh? Same thing with New Jersey. Like, I make fun of New Jersey, but I get like really pissed if you didn't grow up in Jersey and people make fun of it. So yeah, I'll probably never move back to America. But just like CM Punk and 800 other wrestlers, never say never. It's just, and it's funny because like some people are like, do you ever get homesick? Well, I traveled so much. I've been to over 30 countries. Even when I was in America, I left for Japan, I left for China, I left for Russia. So I was never really in America that effing long. I'd always go on vacations and stuff. I don't even know if it's vacations. I think like if you have a house there and you're gone for like 2 months, I don't think that counts as a vacation. But yeah, that's why I'm in Tokyo. It's a beautiful, safe city. and no one speaks the language. So if I have a grandpa moment because of my concussions, people are just like, oh, it's a crazy foreigner. What can you fucking do? So I camouflage in. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. But that's why I decided. But yeah, my wife is from here. Her family's from here. And I was stationed here a long, long, long time ago. But yeah, Tokyo's not a bad place to live. If you're thinking about leaving the country, it's not a bad place to live. Especially if you come to Japan and Tokyo, I would suggest just having a 4-year degree. Having a 4-year degree, and bam, you can do anything. The world is yours. And even the language. You know, a lot of people are like, oh my God, you live in Tokyo, you own a business in Japan, you must know the language. I don't know shit. I know like to say hello, and I don't understand anything you're saying. That's about it. After that, yeah, very little. So, but the farther you go outside of Tokyo, probably the more Japanese you have to know. All right, 2, besides blog posters and co-hosts. Oh, blog posters and co-hosts, they're so sexy. Are there any other members you are seeking for Kocosports.net? And then he says, I have a very particular set of skills I've acquired over a medium-length career as a web application specialist, skills that make me an asset for people like you. If you continue providing excellent content to the Internet Infantry. There's some pressure right there. I don't know if this is excellent content at all, but that will be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you, but if you don't, I will look for you. I think I totally slaughtered that. Hey, I can't read. I will find you, and I'll continue to listen to your podcasts anyway. All right. Yeah, actually, the problem is Kocosports is a project of passion, and if you have a product you sell or want to help out or have a hobby or you want to see working for Kocosports as a stepping stone, then we're the perfect company for you. And I know this isn't a very good sales pitch, but I've been a self-employed internet fucking nerd for years. And there's just so many people that will lie to you. They're like, well, if you do this, if you do that, then you'll get, yeah, we're looking for anyone. We're looking for honest, hardworking people that have passion, that there's a reason they want to do it. What we wind up with a lot of times is people like, I want to work for Kocosports. All right. I want to do this. All right. I want to get paid this. Well, we can't afford to pay you that. You fucking took advantage of me. No, we didn't. No. So, like, if you have your own podcast, your own that, or an idea how to make money, sales, and all that. But yeah, if there's anything you're interested in, we need all the help you can get. Because, be honest with you, if it wasn't for my health problems, Kocosports probably wouldn't exist. Kocosports started a long time ago in different formats. I think as soon as I got out of Marine Corps, I started Kocosports. And it started as a translating company. Then it went to a magazine/newsletter. Then it went from radio. Then it went into marketing company. So Kocosports has always been a passionate project that we've always worked on. But yeah, we're always looking for help. But we usually ask for older people, and we usually ask for people that have a set goal. Like, is it a stepping stone? Like, we've had people write for us that went on to USA Today. We've had people write for us that went on to PW Insider. And it doesn't bother us. As long as you have a goal and you're truthful, like what your goal is. Because a lot of times people come up and be like, I want to work for Kocosports. It's shiny, so you must make tons of money. Like, no, we don't really make that much money. That's why we have to sell T-shirts. But the thing is, it's if you have a goal, like if you're like, hey, I'm a writer, or hey, I got a program here, can we do it? So yeah, but we're always looking for help in any way we can, you know, a team. So yeah, if you have a set of skills and you want to help us out, that's cool. But I just want to be clear from up front, you know, you have to be honest. Because what I notice about the online industry, especially younger people, they're like, I'll do everything for you. Everything. I'll get the coffee. I'll do this. I'll do that. And then they're like, I want $8 trillion. And you're like, well, no, we never agreed on $8 trillion. Or someone will come in and like, they think they'll be sneaky. They'll be like, oh yeah, I'll work with Kocosports and steal everything. And you're like, no, all right, whatever. Know what it is? I think Vince McMahon and Wall Street and all that have made people crazy. Like, I know people that work on Wall Street. I know people that, you know, work with really big companies. And they're nowhere near as scummy as the people on the bottom. Like, you know, so you'd be shocked. You know, like even in pro wrestling, to tie this to pro wrestling, you'll meet a WWE superstar and you'll be like, wow, he's a pretty down to earth guy. He's fucking humble, all that shit. And then you'll meet a wrestler who literally hasn't had his first match yet, talking like he's Kevin Nash. Now, I understand some people think Kevin Nash is a dick, but Kevin Nash made the NWO. He was a champion. Kevin Nash has a big fucking resume. And if you think he's a dick, well, at least he has a big resume to back up being a dick. There's people that make Kevin Nash look fucking humble, and they're like, I haven't had my first match yet. I'm like, are you fucking for real? And the same thing kind of in the web world. So yeah, we're always looking for people that seeking to help us. It's really a 3-man team or 2.5-man. All right, Jerry does everything. But yeah, we're always looking for that. But we're looking for people that have podcasts or have a book or have something to sell or some angle so that, we can build up an audience and we could help each other. And that's what we're trying to go with. But yeah, it's difficult these days. All right, let's get into some pro wrestling question. Put on your Booker cap. Bump. This is a 2-parter. Cheap way to sneak in a 6th question. It's okay. How dare you? How would you book the return of Bo Dallas? I would just do the video. You know what? There wouldn't be much. I would actually replay the same storyline they did, only slower. I'd slow down that storyline, and I would just have like these great videos of how he came back. Like how Bo Dallas was hurt, but he was a believer and he came back. You see a lot of this in the UFC or a lot of this in sports, especially ESPN, if someone is injured. And then I would just overdo it, how great Bo Dallas is, and then just have him come back. I would try to make him go undefeated again so he can be like, I haven't lost since my miracle of a comeback I came back from. And whatever the injury is, I would make it something smaller. I'd be like, I stubbed my toe or I had turf toe when I came back. And Bo Dallas is a very great comedy type character, and he could pull it off. And that's how I would do it. I wouldn't change much about his character. It would be like a reset button. I would tell the story slower, and he just brags about how he came back from this tremendous story of a paper cut or something. But yeah, that's how I'd book the return of Bo Dallas. I actually think if Bo Dallas's NXT run was one of the best booked angles in a really long time, especially comedy-wise. And in WWE, I don't think it was that badly booked. I just think they rushed through it. I think, when it comes to a Bo Dallas comedy character, a long burn is better. It seems like NXT, they told a story and it was the right pace. And then he went to WWE and he didn't get over the same way he got over at NXT, and they just panicked and hit the fast forward button. But yeah, I think Bo Dallas is one of the most entertaining wrestlers as far as comedy goes. Without saying all of them, LOL. Which NXT superstar most deserves to get to the main roster, and how would you book their debuts? All right, I got the NXT roster in front of me, so boom, boom, boom. Let's see. I would go Neville. I'd bring Neville up just because now that he doesn't have the title, it just seems like he's kind of awkward. I describe the Ascension like this. When you have the NXT title, the NXT tag titles, and you lose and you're still around, it's like that one roommate that he says, oh, I'll get you your rent, don't worry. And then he just stays on the couch forever. He's like, oh, I don't need to pay rent because I'll be out by the 7th. And it's like the 26th. And he's like, oh, I'm not going to pay rent. I'm going to be out soon, I swear. That's what it feels like. So I'd bring Neville up. How I'd book him, I don't know. I'd have him the way he is. I mean, I don't think there's anything you have to book. Just make him kind of, have heels come up to him, maybe even a Bo Dallas, and say, oh, this ain't NXT or something like that. That would be kind of interesting. And just have people kind of pick on him, and he has to prove himself. And he has like a Rey Mysterio type in-ring, like a style where it's like, oh, you can't do it, little kid. You can't do it. And this is the big leagues. This ain't NXT. And then just have him beat him, and then just slowly but surely build him up to a star. WWE loves huge men. So, he obviously has to play the role of the underdog, or Vince doesn't understand Like, how can a little guy beat all these big guys? Vince has never watched MMA a day in his life. Charlotte. Charlotte, I said this before, I'd have her keep the NXT women's title, go up with it, and mock the WWE divas and just beat them. And then I would have her beat, probably most likely Nikki Bella. I'd have her beat Nikki Bella easily, and I would just fucking make her the most dominant champ. I mean, Stephanie McMahon is for women. Well, hey, here's the best woman you got. So young, so talented, got everything going. But I would have her win the Divas title, and then I would have her wrestle on NXT and Raw. And she isn't part of the Raw roster. She just has the Divas title, and then she drags it around, where she has like the NXT women's title on her shoulder, and it's like, wow, look at this, I'm the champ. And oh yeah, I also got this. And she just drags the Divas title around. And then the Divas are like, can you believe this, bitch? We got to get her title back. And it would be interesting. Plus, I like the feud of, I'm not part of WWE Divas. I'm an NXT woman. And it brings credibility to the Divas division because you have a real wrestler. And it brings credibility to NXT because they're talking about it on a national television show. Bam. I'm trying to see who else. I'm just going through the roster real quick. Finn Balor and Kenta, of course. Hito Itomi, I would want to see up, but that's mostly fanboy. I think Kenta's kind of stuck, though. Prince Devitt, Finn Balor, Vince loves him. Triple H loves him. And there was something, according to Japanese blogs and an Irish documentary, that he wasn't supposed to stay in NXT that long. Like, if he stays in NXT too long, he has the option to leave to go back to New Japan. So he'll probably be it up. Kenta, I'm a little worried about Kenta just because he's not white, and that is a huge factor. And also, J Sports plays all the Kenta NXT shows over and over and over, and J Sports is kind of a monopoly and bosses WWE around when it comes to Japan. So I'm afraid Kenta might be there for a while. Let's see, just going down. Boom, boom, boom. Owens would be nice, but, I see a long storyline with him in NXT still. Sami Zayn, I still see being there for a while. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze is so talented, and he's been there forever. And the thing is, Tyler Breeze is so, so talented and has been in NXT so long, but he's still not as good as a main event guy. So he's not worthy of being a main event in NXT, but he's worthy of having his job. I think this is Boom Boom storyline. It might be Wrestling Ranton storyline, but I would have it after Miz and Mizdow break up, Tyler Breeze and Miz team up, and it's, Tyler Breeze looks up to the Miz, and the Miz just talks down about Mizdow and how great this star is and how they can be stars together, because one's a model, one's a movie star. I could see it working out. So, boom, there you go. That's who I'd bring up on the NXT roster and how I'd book them. All right. Ba-bam, ba-bam. All right, let's see. Boo-boo-boo. Where's the next question? Here we go. Which main roster WWE superstar do you think will leave WWE next, either by walking out, being fired, or not renewing their contracts? And where should each superstar go next? When it comes to this, I mean, the easy answer would be Brock Lesnar. There's internet reports that Brock Lesnar walked out angrily at Monday Night Raw. There is also reports that Brock Lesnar might have a UFC contract. JR says he has a concussion problem, so if he does, please stay away. But JR might just be blowing smoke up everyone's ass so that people will buy the pay-per-view and make Roman look strong. But yeah, Brock Lesnar's the easy answer, but we'll skip the easy answer. I don't know. It'd be interesting. Maybe AJ Lee. AJ Lee has been talking shit on Twitter to Stephanie because Stephanie's the biggest fucking piece of shit hypocrite out there in the world. So maybe AJ Lee leaves. Maybe she heads to Shimmer, TNA, possibly anywhere, So it'd be interesting. I would love to see Dolph Ziggler leave. If AJ Styles, Albert Del Rio, and all these guys can make money traveling around the world, Dolph Ziggler could probably do that. It would be great to see Dolph Ziggler walk out. I mean, really, what does he have to do and left in WWE? Wow, I have to fucking job and lose. I'd love to see Daniel Bryan walk out, but I mean, he just sucked Roman Reigns' dick on national television, so his wife is there. He obviously isn't fucking, hungry or egotistical. I mean, the man blew another man on national television this Monday. So I'd love to see him leave, but he's not. Dolph Ziggler and AJ Lee would be my bets, if not counting Brock Lesnar. I'd love to see him go out. And where should each go? AJ Lee could go anywhere. I mean, AJ Lee, she's basically on the mic just like CM Punk, and for women, she can cut great promos. And bringing her to TNA, bringing her down to Lucha Underground, or ROH, New Japan, Shimmer. There's a lot. Shine. There's a lot of options for her. Plus, her husband's rich as shit, and they're kind of like fuck kissing ass. I mean, it's just gotta suck, having to kiss that much ass in WWE. Dolph, I would love to see come to, New Japan. That would be a dream come true. It would be amazing. And all that, but it would be nice, like, if I was, in control of everything, if I was in control of the universe, have Dolph walk out, like, and I'm just doing this for fucking my excitement, drama, and all that shit. Have Dolph walk out the day before WrestleMania, and just have him appear in New Japan. Now, granted, there's no compete clauses and all that bullshit. It has to be released like MVP did. And then head to New Japan and don't join Bullet Club. Be the one gaijin, the one white guy who goes against Bullet Club. It'd be cool. It would kind of, be interesting. You can get, if he joined Okada and Nakamura, then you have those three going up against Bullet Club. It's just really, really interesting. And some of the matchups would be amazing. And, yeah, I don't know. I just think if WWE went off talent, if WWE had a legit competitor, if WWE, had to not be a monopoly of fucking scumbags that people worship, Dolph Ziggler would be a main eventer anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. And it just sucks, He wants to do stand-up comedy, he wants to do this side shit. It's just, I don't know. If you can get as much money not working in WWE than working for WWE, I would always choose, like, even if it's not, like, let's go percentage-wise. Let's say 100% WWE pay. And they said, well, we'll give you 60% of WWE pay, but you can have fucking freedom. I'm the type of guy that takes the 60%. I have freedom. Fuck that. Well, you can't do stand-up comedy because you didn't get a hall pass. Fuck off, dude. Fuck off. But yeah. But WWE has, it's weird because WWE has such a monopoly, but then there's guys out there making a living. And with the freedom, the Young Bucks turned them down, AJ Styles turned them down, Okada turned them down. But I don't know, especially I notice American pro wrestling fans, they do not want freedom. They just worship corporations. Like, it doesn't even matter what it is. It could be like, WWE's blimp, driven by a drunk Vince McMahon, ran into a fucking orphanage and blew it up, and now orphans are on fire. And now we get to watch Nikki Bella's documentary on Raw because, fucking WWE. And people would be like, yeah, fuck those orphans. Nikki Bella, WWE, corporation, put the cock in my mouth, please. I don't get a lot of these fans. I don't understand how you instantly jump to just support this huge corporation. I don't understand it. And I know there's loyalty and all that, but fucking they ain't loyal to anyone else, It's so funny. When CM Punk quits WWE because he's treated like shit, you're a quitter, you're a loser. When WWE says, oh, fuck you, Future Endeavor, go fuck yourself, Future Endeavor, go fuck yourself, Future Endeavor, go fuck yourself, they're like, you couldn't hang. I don't fucking understand that way of thinking. Now, I understand, like, hey, not all corporations are evil. Hey, this ain't 1984, it's worse. I understand all that. But to fucking blindly go on Facebook and just see people fucking just worshiping corporations, it fucking confuses me. It fucking confuses the living shit out of me. And especially if you're not in the business or if you're not in that company. You know, like indie wrestlers that blindly defend WWE and make fun of the IWC, aka fake internet company. Hashtag thanks IWC. If you just blindly defend that and you're an indie guy, you are a fucking retard. You are the dumbest fucking human being I've ever seen in my life. And I try not to be negative. That would be like owning a mom and pop pizzeria and people saying Pizza Hut sucks, and then you yell at them, "Watch your mouth! Get the fuck out of here!" You know what Pizza Hut did for us pizza companies? Like, yeah, okay, that's fucking a normal response. All right, gotcha. I'm gonna go eat Domino's now. Doesn't make any sense, but I don't know. WWE is a master at spinning shit, and they're so good at it. So good for them. All right, boom, boom, boom. Let's see what else we got. Last one. What is your vision of Coco Sports in the future? You know what? I really want to build a community. It's weird. My vision of Coco Sports is I would like it to be a community where people get together and they just have, you know, where it's okay to be a fan. Like if you go on Facebook, if you go on a lot of these YouTube channels, if you go on it, like they're always talking down to fans. Like, oh, you fucking stupid Mark, you stupid IWC. I just like a community. And even MMA and boxing does this. A community where it's okay to be a fan. I would even like it where like people just chip in and help, but you know, they have something to sell. Like you're like, hey, you know, I got a column, but also check out my podcast. And yeah, I would just like to be a community of passionate people that love being a fan. They don't talk down to people, even though I just called a bunch of indie wrestlers fucking retards. But you know, you're a fan and you're passionate about it, and it's okay. I know it sounds like a funny catchphrase, but it is okay to be a passionate fan. So many people out there, dude, just I think they're not even fans of pro wrestling. I think they're fans of making fun of pro wrestling fans. That's what they're fans of. And it's got to the point where it's just out of control. You know, it's got to the point now where I can see YouTube reviewers that blindly defend WWE and ask them, do you enjoy the product? No, I don't enjoy the product. But you defend it. What the fuck is that? You know, like, if Vince, you know, and a lot of times it's, well, they make the most money. McDonald's makes the most fucking money, but if I took your sister out on a date to McDonald's, you wouldn't fucking be happy with me. I don't get it. I don't get the blind loyalty to WWE. And not on that, but even if you are loyal to WWE, I don't understand where you can, like, make fun of passionate fans. Like, go to your average YouTuber and see how often they just make fun of fans. Go to your average website. See how much they make fun of it. You know, everyone's an insider. No one's a fan. It's all about making money. Listen, if you're in pro wrestling to make money, I mean, come on. Really? I mean, I'm gonna pick random things off my desk and we'll make more money with it. Watch. You can make more money with watches than pro wrestling. PSP, video games. You can make more money off video games. A book. You can make more money as a writer than pro wrestling. A snack. You can make more money as off snack. Pencils. Owning a pencil company. You can make more money in pro wrestling. So when you're like, I'm in this for a business to make money, you're just like, all right, there's 12 things on my desk. If you got into that business, you would make more money in. It's just fucking facts. So it's weird. And not that, but then they're not even in the business. You know, I have a friend. I don't even know if he's a friend. He's just a fucking acquaintance I find annoying as shit. But he literally has 0 matches under his belt. He goes to a dojo like once or twice a week, and he pays, I think, like probably around $1,000 a month to go to a dojo once or twice a month, and he just talks down to fans. And I'm just like, dude, you haven't even had your first fucking match. You're in this for the money? You've been doing it for fucking 2 years. That's $2,000. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking money. The math I'm not so good at. But yeah, you spent over, what, $24,000? You spent $24,000 to get into a business where you haven't even had a match yet, and you're going to make fun of the fans because you're in a business to make money. All I'm saying is that's pretty fucking stupid. Not a good investment, you know. There is no angel investor going, wow, you're an indie wrestler? Let me invest money in you. It's just not happening. So what I'm saying is if you're passionate about something, then be passionate about it. But don't act like you're fucking Kevin Nash and the fans are beneath you, when really you're just a fan who lost a shitload of money that could have probably bought a car and hasn't even had one match yet. But yeah, my vision, maybe, you know, build a community of fans that absolutely love it, but the fans also use it as, you know, the writers and stuff use it as a stepping stone to get to their goals. And hopefully the employees have honest goals. Like, nothing sucks more than, I want to do everything. Why? Because I want to. All right, but, you know, you're not going to get paid. I know, but I just love it. I'm passionate. 3 months later, you took advantage of me. Okay, we took advantage of you. So, yeah. But, yeah, I would love it to be, you know, its own little spot of just fans working hard on it, little project. It would be pretty awesome. And it would be great to help other people out, too. All right, boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Oh, we do got some YouTube comments. Let's see. Lennox Wooderson, would Daniel Bryan have enough of an impact on New Japan's expansion to justify him leaving WWE? Not where he's at right now. Lennox Wooderson says if Daniel Bryan left, Daniel Bryan's in a pretty good spot, especially if he doesn't give a shit. And I love Daniel Bryan. I'm wearing a Daniel Bryan shirt as it is, actually. It's a Danielson Revolution 999. I was according to him, he might be full of shit. According to him, I was the first radio person ever to interview him. And I love Daniel Bryan. But he kind of just doesn't give a shit, bro. I mean, when you go out there and you're just like, I'll fucking suck his dick. And, you know, that's something, I guess that's kind of cool that he's willing to help fucking him get over no matter what. But he's just going to stay in there forever. His wife works there. He works there. It's money. He's over. It's just, and not that Daniel Bryan's much for the money, but, you know, I don't know. I just, yeah, would it help? Oh, yeah, it would be huge. It would be huge. Daniel Bryan's the most over guy in the world, even if fucking the McMahons are like, we're working you, brother. We're working you. Okay, you're working us. All right. Yep. That's like fucking sitting Michael Jordan on the bench and fucking putting in Tony Kukoc, even though I do love me some Tony Kukoc, I assure you. And being like, we're working you, brother. We're making the fucking drama. And whatever, dude. Whatever. It's like the fucking having the Avengers and being like, you know what? Let's not have Iron Man in it. Fuck that guy. Can we replace him? Let's fucking replace him with fucking Al Bundy. And I do love Al Bundy, but there you go. All right, so yeah, I answered your questions. Appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Sorry I didn't put my all into this, and it wasn't earlier. I've been really under the weather, so I appreciate it. Lennox Wooderson, thank you for the comments. Thank you for buying a T-shirt. Yeah, so I really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow. I can't wait. You got NXT and Lucha Underground, which is my favorite American shows of the week. All right, so please like, comment, subscribe, and with that, I am over. Boom, 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 boom.